For this video to best help you, it is important that you have your USA Gymnastics Level 1 Trampoline and Tumbling Coaching Certification and are USA Gymnastics Safety Certified. Never jump higher than you can control. The height of the jump should remain within the limits of control that the athlete has while performing any given skill. The athlete should always jump facing the long way on the trampoline. This way they are less likely to fall off and get injured. Also, they always want to try to stay on the center of the cross in the middle of the trampoline. Practice these drills first on the floor on a skills cushion. Then move them up onto the trampoline with the aid of a push mat. Once they are mastered there, then the athlete may attempt them without the aid of a mat. The very first skill the athlete should master on the trampoline is the check bounce. Sometimes called the freeze position, it is used to stop your momentum. It is accomplished by bending the knees, using the legs as shock absorbers to absorb the thrust of the trampoline. It may be performed by placing the hands on the knees to encourage the athlete to bend the knees. Straight jumps with your arms up. This drill helps to develop control and shoulder strength. Use this to work on balance on the trampoline. You want to jump with your arms by your ears the entire time. Jump through the entire foot, pushing through the toes. Lift the chest up. Straight jumps with the arms out to the side is used to further develop control and shoulder strength. Try to keep the arms level with the shoulders, especially on the takeoff, peak, and landing. Straight jumps with the arms down is very similar to the previous jumps, except you want your arms pressed tightly to your side. Keep the chest open, pushing with your legs through your toes until the legs are straight and the foot is pointed. Try to keep the head still. Bounce higher and higher within the limit of your control. The last of the basic bounces, the circle bounce, teaches coordination, technique, and timing, but it also requires a lot more control. Start by circling the arms backwards on the downward motion. At the moment of making contact, push the arms downward to help compress the trampoline. On the upward motion, swing the arms forwards and straight above the head by the ears. The head should remain neutral. Position jumps, also known as shape jumps, are used to develop shape and form. They are the basic positions around which all other skills are based. All shapes should be mastered on the floor with the aid of a mat before they are attempted on the trampoline. With each of these drills, practice getting the arms from the bottom of the trampoline up to the top before reaching the positions. You want to hit each of the moves using correct form with quick, fast positions, opening up straight as quickly as possible. These positions include tuck jumps, pike jumps, straddle jumps, and half-turn jumps. With tuck jumps, cue the athlete to tuck the knees to the chest and grasp the ankles. The athlete should shoot open to a straight position as quickly as possible. With pike jumps, keep the legs straight and the chest up. Try to raise the legs as close to horizontal as possible, thereby raising the legs instead of lowering the chest. Reach past the toes with the hands. Raise the legs quickly in straddle jumps, reaching past the toes. The legs should be above horizontal, straddled as widely as possible. The athlete should shoot open to straight as quickly as possible. The athlete should practice doing turns with their arms in a variety of different positions. Some of these include arms up, arms down, arms out to the side bringing them in while you turn, and arms up bringing them down while turning. These drills should enable the athlete to feel the differences in rotation that the different body positions produce. Once again, be sure to practice these drills on the floor before you ever put them on the trampoline. Once these drills have been mastered, then the athlete is ready to move on to half-turn jumps. Work on control with half-turn jumps. Try to complete exactly 180-degree turns. Once the individual positions have been mastered, you can put them together in a sequence of tuck, pike, straddle, and half-turn. Mastering the basic drops is extremely important because they are the foundation for somersaulting. They are the key to initiating rotation. Practice these drills first on the floor on a skills cushion, then move them up onto the trampoline with the aid of a push mat. Once they are mastered there, then the athlete may attempt them without the aid of a mat. Practice the seat drop first on a mat, making sure the hands are by the side and slightly bent. The reason for this is to prevent injury to the arms. The seat drop starts with a straight jump, with the arms reaching up to the top. On the downward motion, the arms come down and are slightly bent, and the hands are next to the hips. On the upward motion, the arms reach up to the top and the body opens up again to a straight position. The hands and knees position is sometimes called the doggy position. Start with the hands directly under the shoulders and the knees directly under the hips. The hands and knees should hit and take off the trampoline at exactly the same time. Start by just bouncing in the hands and knees position. Next, bounce in the hands and knees position and return to the feet. The first of the stomach drop progressions is the hands and knees to stomach drops. They start with the hands and knees bounces as described previously, but this time you want the stomach to drop with the belly button in the center of the cross so that there is no forward or backward motion. The knees should bend to approximately 90 degrees and the hands should be in a diamond position. Once again, practice it on a mat on the floor before attempting it on the trampoline. Next, try hands and knees, stomach, hands and knees, feet. Once you have mastered this drill, move on to the seat, hands and knees, stomach drops. Do a seat drop, stretching up and opening at the top, leaning forward and kicking the legs through, landing in the hands and knees position. Drop to the stomach from the hands and knees position as described before. From the stomach, return to the hands and knees and then back to the feet again. Start off with small bounces until you gain control. Next, try the same exercise again, except go from the stomach straight to the feet. After that comes seat, stomach, and back to feet. Then you're finally ready for the stomach drop. Start the stomach drop from a standing position. Using the hamstrings, lift the legs up to the back. Drop straight down so that the stomach lands in the center of the cross. Land with the legs bent to approximately 90 degrees and the hands in a diamond position. Push with the hands and the legs simultaneously to return to the feet. Once this is mastered, you can add jumps, bouncing higher and higher each time. Before doing back drops, start with back bounces. This may be done with the assistance of a spotter. The spotter grabs the wrists of the gymnast and bounces them, assisting them onto their feet. Start by lying on the back with the arms by the ears and the feet pointing towards the ceiling. As you get better, the legs will move farther and farther towards the head and shoulders so that you can use them to help kip back up to the standing position. Start by bouncing on your back. Then kip the legs and raise the chest and arms, landing back on the feet. Start the back drop by standing on your feet. Jump, lifting the arms up. The arms stay by the ears as you lean back, landing flat on your back with your legs up in the air, as described before. On the upward bounce, kip the feet, lift the chest, and land standing back on your feet. Start by doing seat, half turn to feet. Begin with circle bounces. Drop to the seat position. While bouncing up, reach up to the ceiling while extending to the straight position. Seat, half turn to feet, seat drop. Begin with circle bounces. Drop to the seat position. While bouncing up, reach up to the ceiling while extending to the straight position. Execute the half turn with a straight body and the legs together. Land on the feet, then drop back into the seat drop position. The swivel hips begins exactly the same way, with a circle bounce, seat drop, reaching up to the ceiling with a straight body, doing a half turn with straight body and legs together, but this time instead of landing on the feet, you drop straight into the seat drop position.